Hello and welcome to Bradley Space. I'm Bradley. Now I've got a very interesting video. If you look over my shoulder, there's some Cisco equipment, and for those that don't know, Cisco is like enterprise networking equipment that's quite the industry standard, and it has its own course around it, and I'm studying for that course at the University of Salford. It's called the Ccna exam, and I bought what's known as a Ccna kit, and I bought a really cheap one off eBay. So I'm going to explain why I did that, how I did that, and what came and what I'd improve. So first of all, let's start off with the actual equipment I got off eBay. So the total for my kit came to £65, and I'll put the link in the description from the seller I bought it from. And the kit I wanted was 2 routers and a switch, but I think I may add another switch later. And they're really old. It's really old equipment, but there's a few credentials you want on this old equipment for it to still be able to be used today. So you want the latest operating system, which is Cisco iOS 15 on all your devices, and you should be good to go. So as long as you've got that, you can buy any kit you find for any price, and it should do the job. So let's get into what I got with my kit for £65 off eBay. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the router. Now it's going to come with this little adapter or a serial port, well the kit I ordered did, and you just have to screw it into this hole here. And the router we've got, well, we've actually got 2 of them, is the 1841, which is a really old router, but it's going to do the job. It's got 2 Ethernet ports, they're fast Ethernet, a console port which is labelled with the blue, and the AUX port, as well as the USB port for adding stuff. And I think you can configure console that way, but I'm not quite sure. There is the flash memory under the slot, and this is where I've installed my serial connection. You have a power switch and a power plug, and I got 2 different types of memory. I got 128 meg and 64 meg, but they'll both do. The next thing I want to show you is the switch. Now this is the 2950. Now the 2960 is the really popular one. This one's just a little bit lower. It's pretty simple. It's a switch, loads of fast Ethernet ports on the front, a console port to configure it on the back, some power input, and that's pretty much it. It's got a switch on the front. Now this is a serial cable that will allow you to connect all the routers together. So you connect the 2 routers using this cable. They both have a port for it with this serial adapters we put into the router. You can connect them, plug these into them, follow instructions, and these allow you to use routing protocols. So this is something you're going to need to add to your order. It's a serial to USB interface, and it allows you to configure the router from a more modern computer that doesn't have like an old serial interface. And this is going to go into this, which is your rollover cable, which allows you to configure the router, the switch. You just plug this into the console port on whatever device you want to configure, and off you go. You can configure it, connecting it to something like Terraterm using the other adapter that we just seen previously. So there's the kit I bought, and it could do with improvement. It's really old. I think the routers, the 1841s, came out in like 2004 or something like that. So it's nearly 14 years old, which is nearly enough as old as me. So the routers are old, but the older technology is still usable, and the skills are transferable. It's just stuff like fast Ethernet on this would be gigabit Ethernet now, and that's something you just have to keep in mind when you're learning on this old equipment. But for the price, for £65, what you get is amazing. Now, what I'm going to talk about now is some extras you probably should be buying that won't come in your kit. So the first one, it isn't going to come with loads of Ethernet cables. You can get them from a pound shop. It isn't going to come with crossover cables, which are cables you use to connect from one device to the similar device, and you're going to need about 1 or 2 of them to do some of the labs, so they can be picked up on Amazon. And the other is to make sure your computer has a serial interface. Like in the video I've shown the USB serial interface, that did not come with the kit itself. I had to buy that separate, so that's just something to keep in mind. But if you're looking for a kit, you can't beat this kit. If you want to make it, if you want to use it for actual networking, look at Dero ones, but for learning the commands, this one is perfect. I've been Bradley, thank you.
Sadly, this video got a little cut short due to filming issues and something went wrong, terribly wrong with my camera. So I'm just going to tell you that this is part of a series I want to do on the channel. So there'll be lots more Cisco content coming. So if you hit that subscribe button, like it, share it, hit the bell, and you'll be sure to hear from me again on the Cisco equipment, giving you some tutorials, showing you the actual lab setup that I've got in my room. So stick around for that, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.